And in my guitar journey is that picking the right guitar can literally change your life. All right, and I want to tell you a story about two guitars. Okay, two guitars. And the first of these two guitars is probably the guitar I had back when I was probably like 20 or 21, and it was a poor man's Stratocaster, but just like a cheap Strat knockoff, right? Like these are pretty popular guitars. I mean, pretty ubiquitous. You go online, you look for a guitar, you're probably gonna run into a cheap Strat knockoff, and that's what I had, right? And I was jamming along. I probably had a lot more passion than skill at that point on the guitar. Now, passion. If you've been listening, tuning into my guitar content at all, passion really does count for a lot. Uh, it will get you really far. It will get you gigging. It will get you playing bars, clubs. It will get you creating bands, attending, being able to put on some live shows, maybe doing some better of the band type gigs. But what that guitar did was it did all that for me. Uh, but what it did was that it kind of limited my my guitar scope a little bit. It kind of got me in a state where I could do basic covers, you know, but I never really got technical on the guitar with that guitar. Just because the action was a little bit high, it was a little bit hard to play. It wasn't like a super pleasant guitar to play just because it's a cheap guitar, and that's basically what you're gonna get in the market when you go looking for a cheap guitar. Uh, and what I didn't realize was that that guitar, whilst being good for a complete beginner, would actually hold me back because I never really thought of myself as a great guitar player, and that's what that guitar probably contributed was I just thought, hey, I'm a guy that plays the guitar, but what I'm really good at is singing. I can be a good frontman for a band. I'll just play the basic chords, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now, fast forward probably more than 10, 12 years later, and I go to pick a new guitar, and this time I pick a really neat Les Paul knockoff from Palmer, the guitar company Palmer. It's a Palmer brand Les Paul knockoff, Les Paul style guitar, and the action on this guitar was just perfect. The looks of this guitar was just head turning. And playing that guitar was just such a pleasant feel, right? And I shelled good money for that guitar. In comparison, I think this guitar probably cost um, maybe 4 times what the previous guitar cost. And guess what happened is that this guitar prompted me to be much more serious on the guitar. Now, of course, in my own approach, I had grown as a musician, so I wasn't gonna play no cheap Strat knockoff anymore. I think my identity had kind of shifted, and so I picked a guitar that was more in line with who and what I thought of myself as a guitar player. And because I picked such a great guitar, I wasn't gonna waste it just noodling around being a cheap, uh, uh, low skill guitar player. I kind of broadened my horizons, and I started thinking of myself as somebody that was destined to be a great guitar player, and I had the great guitar to kind of push me along. And so what this guitar absolutely did, guys, is it got me practicing the guitar a lot more. Now, I still sing, I'm still a singer, I still have that identity, but this really got me into the identity of a highly technical guitar player, somebody that is a guitar nerd, if you will. You know, somebody that is all into scales, arpeggios, triads, you know, technical theory stuff like that. Um, with this guitar, I was able to do it. Whereas with the guitar I had before that, long back, more than 10 years ago, my guitar horizons just weren't that big. And so what I'm gonna tell you guys is am I suggesting that you should go out and shell $3,000 on a Gibson Les Paul, and that's what's gonna transform you into a great guitar player? Um, you know what? I feel that for a small percentage of you, that might be the hack that does it. Like, get yourself a really serious guitar, like that you spend a lot of money on, and see if that doesn't get you practicing the guitar on a really regular, consistent, religious schedule. Because you know you put a lot of money into it. Yeah, that might really be the hack. Now, there's some lazy bums out there that even if we gave you like a Joe Bonamassa special edition Gibson Les Paul custom shop edition, whatever, and we say, hey, this is a $50,000 guitar, you're still gonna fall off after 3 days. um, and so it's not a hack that's gonna work for everybody, but for a small certain percentage of you guys out there, try getting the very best guitar that you can afford. You might have to save up for it. You know, you might have to work 6 months, putting a little bit of money aside every month so that you don't disrupt your lifestyle too much just for a guitar. But then after 4 6 months, you've got enough to just go pay cash for that guitar, and it can really transform your guitar life. So that's all I got, and you need to subscribe if you need more guitar tips and things like that. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my Substack newsletter. I'm sharing a lot of tips on there.